Just so you know, we're gonna fight every urge not to open drawers, but it's in our DNA.
See, there's John Lewis.
Yeah.
So there we are on the Edmund Pettus Bridge down.
Wow. Honey, that Vice President.
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is to say in the Paleo-Hebrew, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, meaning He is, Bahashem, meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning He is our salvation, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus a so-called black man. And I played the first video to show you the hypocrisy of this nation they call America, which is Babylon the Great, okay? In the first video, you see the Vice President Kamala Harris, welcoming in a man posed as a woman into the White House. But then on the other hand, you have sectors of this society that want to try to uphold the law allegedly, okay? Meanwhile, you have a woman dressed like a man in Kamala Harris, and you have a man dressed like a woman in this transformer that they allowed to come into the White House, whether it was a sketch or parody or what have you. That just goes to show you the hypocrisy, the hypocritical, tendency of this nation. But yet they call themselves a God-fearing nation. And now all of a sudden, they want to reinstate or they want to state the 10 Commandments throughout all public schools throughout the state of Louisiana. Well, here is some breaking news. You can put the 10 Commandments throughout every school throughout the whole country, and it still wouldn't help you because this place is deemed for judgment, okay? You've been exposed, okay? We know who you are. We know you don't believe in the true power, the true living power of the, Holy Bible, whose name is Yahweh. So even if you do put his 10 Commandments up in every school throughout the state of Louisiana, you're still not upholding it, okay? You're not teaching the true names. You're not teaching who the people are. So it's doing you no good to put them up, okay? Because you don't believe, all right? And we're going to get that in scriptures. Now, here's an article on it. It reads, Louisiana classrooms now require by law to display the 10 Commandments, as if that's going to save this place. This place is finished, man. Its enchantments are wearing off. They're not going to prevail, okay? It's a wrap. You've been exposed. The cat's out the bag. We know who you are. We know you never actually believed in the word. You just came off with that facade, okay? And you try to set up two different parties as if the Democrats is this satanic, cult, and the Republicans is this righteous religious, okay? When y'all are two of the feathers on the same bird, okay? And it tells us that in Revelation, and we're going to get that scripture if it be the Lord's will, okay? Because your enchantments are wearing off, Esau, Edom. You want to try to put the 10 Commandments up. Just like, when I was in school, they would make you stand and pledge allegiance to the flag, and then, certain schools make you say your prayer, okay? But all that was, just for looks, to keep those enchantments on you. Okay, here it is again. They try in this last leg to try to use the Bible to put people under their enchantments once again. But it's all futile. This place will not be revived. Okay? Babylon the Great, which is America, is on its way out the door permanently. Closed permanently. Okay? Once the missiles come, this place is going to be permanently closed. No more inhabitants. Okay? And Russia and North Korea, they working together. Okay? All things are leading to this place destruction, demise. Okay? Now, this article goes on to read, Louisiana public schools are now required to display the Ten Commandments in all classrooms after Republican Governor Jeff Landry signed a requirement into law Wednesday, as if that's going to, prolong the judgment of this place. You can have the Ten Commandments throughout the whole country, and it still wouldn't stop the prophecy that's coming to this place. Okay? Your wickedness has exceeded. It has reached the heavens. Okay? And it's on full display. And so much that now we have a whole month dedicated to it. June, Pride Month. It went from a day to a week to a month, showing you that this place never, ever had any intentions on being a righteous nation. Okay? It was just a facade. So it says Louisiana public schools are now required to display the Ten Commandments in all classrooms, after Republican Governor Jeff Landry signed the requirement into law Wednesday. House Bill 71, approved by state lawmakers last month, mandates that a poster-sized display of the Ten Commandments with large, easily readable font be in every classroom at schools that receive state funding, from kindergarten through the university level. As if that's going to make a difference. The only thing that's going to make a difference is the servants preaching this word and waking up the elect. Okay? You can have the Ten Commandments posted throughout every school and college and institution throughout the United States, and it still isn't going to make a difference, because this place is destined to be destroyed. Thus saith the Lord. Okay? So all your attempts to try to come off as being righteous is futile. You've been exposed. Okay? We know that America is Babylon the Great, and its model is modeled after the first beast, which is Rome. Okay? This is the beast that will be ruling when Yahweh Shai comes back. American. Okay? It's that beast that was revived. His deadly wound was healed. Okay? So you can't save this place. This place is through. All right? All praises be to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. It says the legislation specifies the exact language that must be printed on the classroom, displays and outlines that the text of the Ten Commandments must be the central focus of the posters or frame document. Okay? And it's all in vain. Okay? It's all in vain, man. This place doesn't uphold the law, statute, and commandments. And now they want, it could be a publicity stunt, to get more votes for him. Okay? For midterm elections or for whatever elections that's coming up in the state of Louisiana. All right? Because we know this place doesn't believe in the true and living power. Okay? So putting the Ten Commandments up is just a mockery. All right? They don't believe. It's hypocritical. They're hypocrites. All right? So let's go play the video of this, and then we're going to jump in and get a few precepts, if it be the Lord's will.
Louisiana has become the first state to order that every public school classroom display a poster of the Ten Commandments. The Republican-backed measure signed into law today.
Hey, and they can make that mandatory throughout the whole country. It still isn't going to stop this place from being destroyed. Okay? It's over with. The enchantments are wearing off. They done wore off. We know who we are. We know who you are. We know the judgments that's coming. So it's futile. Okay?
By the governor mandates the posters through high school. The law is expected to be challenged by civil rights groups. Display a poster of the Ten Commandments. The Republican-backed measure signed into law today by the governor mandates the posters through high school. The law is expected to be challenged by civil rights groups, which argue that it violates the separation between church and state enshrined in the First Amendment of the Constitution.
All right, and this is what they want to put in every school throughout the state of Louisiana the 10 commandments, and they don't even keep the commandments, okay? And there's more than 10 commandments, all right? There's 613, all right? And they're not going to, enforce it. They're just putting it up there just for show, okay? Because they're not going to tell the names of a true living power in his only begotten son. They're going to be, invasive and just use the word God, okay? As if he doesn't have a name. God is a title. God is just, simply meaning power, okay? And some of the 10 commandments is, it says, I am Yahweh thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. So by you putting the 10 commandments up and not giving the true names, that's already in violation. Because now, who are they worshiping? Okay, who is your God, Esau, Edom? Okay, you want to put these 10 commandments up and don't give, in-depth detail on who is you worshiping. What's the name? Because I'm pretty sure you're not going to give the name of Yahweh. You're going to say at best Jehovah or Yahweh. Okay? You're not going to exalt the true names. All right? It says, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Okay? And it goes on and it lists these commandments. But this isn't the whole, these are not all of the commandments, okay? So by them just putting the 10 commandments up, that's just, for show, okay? But they've been exposed. Their enchantments are wearing off. This is Isaiah 47 and verse 12. It reads, stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries. And that's all this is sorceries, okay? They want to put off, the image that they are a religious, individual or a religious state, They want to give that, image to the people, all right? These are enchantments. These are sorceries, okay? It says, stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries. And that's all this place is built on, sorceries, okay? They give you the facade or the image of being a righteous nation, but in actuality, they are the wicked. It says, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. And ever since their inception, they've been wicked. The wicked are strange, Psalms 58 and 3. Let's jump over there. Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And this country was built on lies. Soon as it was born, its inception, when it, got its independence from Britain, it was born straight on lies, telling you that this place is a Christian country, when that's far from the truth, okay? And we seen it be manifested, brought to the light in these last days. So back in Isaiah 47 and 12, where it says, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail, what you want. This place is finished, man. You could try to come off as a God-fearing country and put up the 10 commandments throughout the whole country, and it still wouldn't offset the prophecy that the Most High has gave and put for this place. This is Jeremiah 51. In verse 7, it says, Babylon have been a golden cup. Babylon is America. Babylon have been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. So if Babylon could be healed, surely the Most High would have said it. Okay, surely you would have put the Ten Commandments up and the Most High would have worked through you and allowed this nation to be healed. But the Most High isn't dealing with this nation. Okay, this nation, speaking of Babylon the Great, America, is only meant for one thing. That's to be destroyed. That's his final outcome. So it says Babylon, Jeremiah 51:8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. Here it is, verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So you put your 10 commandments throughout the state of Louisiana and throughout the whole country for that case, it's not going to stop judgment from coming to this place, Babylon the Great, which is America. It says, forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. And that's why she's going to be judged. Just look at this month, June. It's a whole month dedicated to wickedness, okay? And you seen it, okay? You seen it. The White House is, on full display, okay? From June 10th, that June 10th concert they had, to this, incident that just took place where Kamala and this guy dressed up as a female. This place is prime for judgment, okay? Now this is Revelation 13. This is Revelation 13 and verse 11. And it reads, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. Right, and that's speaking of America, okay? Those two horns like a lamb, represent their two parties, the Republicans and the Democrats. Because although they try to, place each other in complete opposition, they're both one and the same, okay? So although the Democrats are showing you one side and then the Republicans is showing you something totally different, they're all one and the same. They're both evil, okay? They just playing on the people, sorceries or enchantments only work on those that don't know, okay? As far as the elect, we hip to it. We already know what's going on through this truth, through the word of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. We already know what's going on, okay? So it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. Right, that's going into the Republicans and Democrats, okay? And you seen it on display. On one side, you had the Democrats, which you can, label liberal, and on the other side, you had the Republicans that you may consider conservative, okay? But they're all the same. They're all on that same beast, okay? They all are on the same beast. So it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, right? Because when he speaks, his rules, his laws, his policies, they are like a dragon. They're draconian. They're strict. They're going to come down, okay, with great wrath, knowing that they have but a little time. So they're going to pass some draconian laws when all hell breaks loose. And they've already started to pass them, okay? Now, allegedly, they going into this bill where they're going to draft both men and women, to go fight in this third world war, okay? So, hey, you women, you going to get a chance to, prove that equal opportunity to test. We're going to put that on test because you want to be the same as a man. You want to have equal rights, the same as a man. So, if they pass this bill, you're going to get to put that on full display. So this dragon, this beast, he spake as a dragon, right? His laws are draconian, okay? So although they put on one side, the image or the facade of being righteous with the Republicans, And on the other side, complete opposite with the Democrats, it's one and the same. Okay? The only people that they enchantments and sorceries is working on is the 2/3 and the rest. Okay? Those of us in the truth, the elect, we already know through the power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right? So what has the wicked done to declare the law, statute, commandments that they want to put these things up in every school throughout the state of Louisiana? They haven't did nothing. They haven't uphold any of the law, statute, commandments, okay? They can't do right. Pursuant to Habakkuk 2 and 4. Let's jump over there. This is Habakkuk 2 in verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Right? So Esau, Edom, his soul is not lifted up right. He is crooked. He is wicked. He can't get right. It's not programming him. That's not what he was made for. He was hired to be a vessel for destruction, fitted for destruction. He can't get right. This is only for the wicked that he can deceive and trick, okay? But for the elect, he can't, we not buying that, And I say I pray that I'll be part of that number if it be the Lord's will, okay? If, I endure it to the end. If we endure it to the end, it proves that we were with the Lord from the beginning, okay? So we got to endure. We can't, get too ahead of ourselves because we all are trying to fight for our penny. Okay, we all trying to get our place in the kingdom, okay? So we all must strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord will fight for us. Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 4 and 28, if I'm not mistaken. So Esau, Edom, his soul cannot be lifted upright. So how is he going to uphold the law, statute, commandments of the Most High when he won't even give you the correct name, okay? So it says, Habakkuk 2 and 4, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Right. And Esau, Edom, he doesn't have faith, so he can't be the just. So him putting up these commandments is just for show. Okay, it's just to deceive the mass, all right? So we gonna close out pretty quick, but before then, let's get another scripture. Not sure if I brought it out, but I'll bring it out again. And this is Psalms 50 in verse 16. It says, but unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? So what have you done as a nation that you think you're justified by putting these 10 commandments up in every classroom throughout all schools through the state of Louisiana? You have did nothing but only further propel the children of Israel into further wickedness, okay? Through your Christianity, through your Christian dogma, you only put our people in dire straits to have them sin further and further, okay? And now all of a sudden you want to come back in these last days and put the 10 commandments up? For what? This place is finished. So it says Psalms 50 and 16, but unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou should takest my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction? And we read that in Habakkuk 2 and 4. The soul that is in him is not lifted up right. Esau, Edom can't get right, even if he tried. And this is his attempt, allegedly, at trying. But he can't. Okay? His kingdom is finished. This is it. So it says, Psalms 50 and 17, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. Right. And this man don't uphold these law, statute, commandments. And all of a sudden now he wants to put the 10 commandments in each classroom in the state of Louisiana. Come on, man. We see right through that. Okay? It's some type of, propaganda that he's using down there in the state of Louisiana to get as many people under his sorceries and enchantments as he can. Okay? So you got to be hip to this man. Esau, Edom, hey, the Most High gave him that technology. He's wiser than Daniel, okay? So he has the wherewithal to use his technology, his media, to, deceive the mass, but he can't deceive the elect, okay? If it were possible, but it's not. He can't, okay? We see right through him through the power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, all right? Now, let's go ahead and finish up with 1 Peter 5 and 8 and close out. I'm not going to make this too long. This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. And it reads, be sober, be vigilant, because you can easily fall into his trickery, his deceptions. If you're not sober and being vigilant, you can, easily fall into, oh, that's good for the children. That's good for the children to get to, see the 10 Commandments. Man, hey, the children gonna get it too. Okay? It tells you that in Ezekiel 9, starting at verse 4. Okay? Mark them who sigh and cry, and to the others go and mark them. Okay? Children is gonna be part of the ones that get it too here in Babylon the Great. Okay? So there ain't no exemption, man. This generation is that generation that's going to see the Most High and be judged, okay, through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. So, whatever the sorceries and enchantments that Babylon is trying to pull off in these last days, it's not going to work against the elect. So it says 1 Peter 5 and 8, be sober, be vigilant. Why? Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Okay? And a lot of people, will think that this is a good cause or a good deed to put the 10 Commandments up in these states, in these, states, well, in this state, Louisiana, in these schools throughout the state of Louisiana. Okay? Showing you and knowing that the power of Yahweh is not there. Okay? Because what did the Most High say? He doesn't dwell in places built with hands. Okay? And these institutions, these schools, they're built by hands, by mans. Okay? They're not preaching and upholding the true name and preaching the true gospel. So what has thou to do to keep thy commandments? They haven't done anything. Okay? It's all for show. Okay? Probably to get votes. If I had to, speculate, to get some type of votes, for the election. Okay? But it's all in vain, man. This place is finished. We read it. Okay? So with that being said, I pray someone was edified through this lesson. And until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.